Hey friends, it's me back with another Hiveswap Friendism video. I'm gonna move my mic real quick. I'm not sure if that's loud enough. Yeah, I'm back with this video, and I'm going to try and go as quickly as possible because the new volume just dropped, and I'm still back on the third one, and yeah, so today I am doing the first video of the third installment of the DLCs for Hiveswap Friendism. I don't know who I'm gonna go with today, and I've decided to do this new thing every video, where I predict what will be going on in this route that I do today, seeing as though my avatar is an 8-ball, and 8-balls are meant to predict things. And normally my predictions are wrong, but I'm gonna do it anyways. So today, I'm going to guess our route will be a bad one. We're gonna go with the Jadebloods first. So, yeah. Let's just read this new intro, because this is different again. Putting one foot in front of the other, you continue through this strange alien world. Just when you think stuff is beginning to make sense, it all slips through your fingers and becomes even stranger and more alien. There does, however, seem to be one thing that remains constant through all planets and walks of life. That thing is friendship, because of course it is. And also, I'm sorry if I stutter or anything, because I'm like, it's it's Friday, and I just got out of school, and I'm kind of fried, and I'm about to be awake for the next 48 hours, so I'm kind of high on coffee right now. Oh, and my door just opened. I'm sorry. Anyways, it's really windy, so you might hear wind in the background, but yeah, let's continue. You are on the prowl for more friendship, that is. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. Shit, where am I? Okay. It would have perhaps been wise to stay with one of your wonderful new friends until you were fully healed. But as Martha Stewart said, visitors, like fish, begin to smell after 3 days. If you are... Wait, no. You are almost positive Martha Stewart said that. She probably did at some point. Nevertheless, you soldier on your endless quest for companionship. Where will your travels take you next? So, like I said, today we're going to be doing Bronya, because she's adorable. And I know this, Skyla, I think that's her name. I love both of them. They're both beautiful. But I'm going to be doing Bronya today. Bronya Ursama. Sounds strangely Asian. Should I be concerned? Alright. You've been traveling through a cave network for a while now. The rigid stone is a welcome respite from the eerily organic infrastructure you've been encountering. But it is also proving an unwelcome respite from friend making. Ah, shit, what voice am I gonna do for this girl? I don't know, we'll see how she is. Maybe it was too much to hope for, that this cavern would be home to another potential new buddy. Maybe leaving the big city behind was a horrible mistake. Just maybe these dark, cold tunnels are completely devoid of... Oh, hang on, there's a bunch of buildings in the distance. Ah, shit. Voice. Let's see. Oh, hello. I thought you were one of my girls, but you don't look like a Jadeblood, or anything else, actually. How strange. Why do all of my voices sound nasally? Alright, I'm gonna try and not do that. You convey your usual spiel regarding your circumstances. You're lost and lonely and your ribs are still broken, you think. Honestly, the ribs are fine. You could just use another friend or two. I see. My first responsibility is to my jades. And my mother's... What? And the mother grub. Oh, I should probably... She sounds kind of, like, formal. But I already have a British accent for Ardata. But you look like you... Like, maybe... Oh, I didn't read that last part. I thought I read that out loud, but I read it in my head. Alright, let's just read this and see what comes. I see. My first responsibility is to my jades and the mother grub, so I can't make any promises on friendship just yet. But you do look like you need someone to take care of you. Here in the Brooding Caverns, we have followed... Oh, okay, so like a tour guide kind of thing. Okay, I got this, yes. Here in the Brooding... Oh, God, no. Here in the Brooding Caverns, we follow a few simple rules. 1. Don't invite drama from top down below. 2. Protect the mother grub. 3. We have no hierarchy, but do as I say. Let's do everything we can to keep our current record of dozens of sweeps without any jades being culled. You nod. Not sure what half of those words mean, but you nod your head. Oh, wait, no. See what I mean? I'm fried. I'm sorry. You're not sure what half of those words mean, but you nod your head. Good. I will take you to your hive. Follow me. Okay, so like a tour guide kind of thing. Dude, I don't know. You follow her to her hive, which looks like a school for... What? A school or some kind of dormitory. Okay. With multiple rooms and multiple floors. That was a voice crack. Usually more of my jades are around here. But I suppose that everyone is out watching the Imperial drones arrive with filial pails. Filial pails? Pails. Buckets. Buckets? Buckets! I hate myself. Girls, we have a visitor in our caverns. 1. Do not be alarmed by their bizarre appearance. They seem to be harmless and quite weak. 2. Do not give them more injuries than they already have. Our visitor deserves a warm Jadeblood welcome. She claps her hands. No one else is around, but you stand to attention and give her the thumbs up to show that you read her loud and clear. You notice that she called you visitor and not friend. But that's okay. You can do whatever it takes. What? You can do whatever it takes, and wouldn't that be... Dude, I don't know. You can do whatever it takes until you're upgraded from visitor to friend. Or at the very least, charity case. You follow her upstairs, and she stops at a big room on the second floor. Oh. Okay. When you step into it, you have... What? You have to have your... You have to clap your hand over your mouth to keep from gagging at the revolting sight. Oh, they're babies! There are big, baby-sized larvae-looking things all over the floor, squirming around and carrying an inchworming... What? And crying and inchworming out of kiddie pools of green slime. What the hell? This is our nursery. Most of these wrigglers are sick or injured, so we look after them until they are well enough to go back to the caverns and spin their cocoons. She looks shifty all of a sudden, giving you some side-eye like she's sizing you up. You try to look very non-threatening and almost 100% trustworthy. We keep this nursery on the down low. It's not against any laws, but it's something of a break with tradition, to save any grubs instead of just letting them die. To tell you the truth, I'm not really sure why we do it. I guess it just feels right to me to take care of them, the same way I take care of my jades. A nursery, huh? You look around with this new information. You guess you can kind of see how these wrigglers look like babies. You can't believe that one of these things could grow up into something that looks like Bronya. But this is an alien planet, so who knows? She takes you over to a shelf that seems to hold medical supplies. You're not sure what can be done for your broken ribs, but maybe she has some kind of alien technology that can help. But then she starts looking through the cabinet. But when she starts looking through the cabinet, you don't see anything that looks high tech, like the thing that fixed your arm. I guess most of what we have is stuff for the wrigglers, but I'm not familiar enough with your bizarre anatomy to know if it'll help. But if you're not completely sure how to do something, it's best to try it anyway. 1. Even if you fail, everyone else can still learn from your mistake. 2. Maybe you won't fail. You never know. You're not sure about applying this ethos to your broken ribs, but she looks so determined. It might be rude to say no. Go for it. I predicted this one was going to be bad, right? Okay, come here. Lift up your shirt so I can see the injured bellow sac enclosures. The injured bellow sac enclosures. Yes, like that. Turn the part that's all bloody and horrifying towards me. She has something that looks like some kind of ointment. It's a shade of bright green. Oh no. I think I know what it is. It's a shade of bright green similar to the slime beds that you see around the nursery, and it also seems to be glowing. Seems like there's nothing wrong about applying it to your skin. But despite your optimism, the second Bronya rubs it onto your broken skin, you feel a searing hot pain like you just got doused with poison. That's because it's soap slime. And no, humans do not do well with soap slime. You flinch back instinctively. Your momentum carries you too far as you step back and trip on something behind your feet. You cartwheel your arms, but it's no use. You're going down. You're yelling timber. Oh, you probably just crushed a grub. You feel something soft and squishy break your fall, and you hear a terrible squelching noise and some kind of animal squeak. Oh no, you have fallen right onto one of the wrigglers. You roll off it, but there's no use. It's squished flat and you're covered in olive fluid. No, the same thing. You think that might be its blood. You look up to see Bronya's horrified face and know that there is no hope for friendship in those vengeful eyes. Oof. You might want to run before I throw you out the window and break the rest of your bones. Alternia's deadliest ass. Oh, I knew it was gonna be bad. Okay. Alternia. Alright, I don't know how long I've been recording for. Why not? We'll do another one. Yeah. So, that was, I told you guys it was gonna be wrong and bad. One of my predictions was right! Alright. Let's just do that again. And I'll skip through all the stuff we just went through. So, I will meet you back here when I skip through it all. Okay, I'm back. And now I will choose the other option. I mean, hopefully. I'm not exactly sure how long this will take. Hopefully not over an hour, because that would not be cool. Anyways, here we go. Thanks, but no thanks. I'll heal on my own. Just fine. Oh, well, if you're sure. I'm worried about you, though. You seem like you need help. And I wish I could help you more. If I can't take care of someone, I'm not sure how we can ever truly be friends. You try to cheer her up, pointing out that friendship is a two-way street after all. She doesn't have to concern herself with your mutilated frame. How can you help her instead? Well, there are things around here that I could use some assistance with. However, Do not take this the wrong way, but we've only just met, and I know that I can trust you as... What? I don't know how... What? Okay. Oh, she's saying she can't trust me. Okay. I don't know that I can trust you to be as responsible as I am. It's not easy to be the one in charge. You have to be, 1, conscientious. Conscientious? Conscientious! Why? Conscientious? Conscientious? No. Nope, I'm not even gonna try. 2, considerate. And 3, competent. At all times. You try to think of times in your life when you've been conscientious, considerate, and or competent. You've been drawing a bit of a blank, but hey, a new planet, new you. You assure her that you have what it takes. I guess if you want to prove to me that you can be responsible, I can let you help me out today. It's a good time for a visit to the mother grub. You're careful to step around the little guys on the floor as you head out of the nursery. She takes you back outside in these caverns. What? She takes you back outside, and these caverns are even bigger than you first realized. They're also dark and cold and gloomy, and you can't see anywhere that might lead up to the planet's surface. Does she really live down here all the time? To make some conversation during this cold hike in the damp cave, you mentioned that living underground like this seems kind of depressing. You realize too late that wasn't really tactful, but she doesn't get angry at your conversational gambit of insulting her home. Oh no, it is very peaceful down here. Well, in comparison to anywhere else. I quite enjoy it. The brooding caverns are a place of life and birth, not death. That's pretty uncommon on Alternia. You're still not sure what she means by brooding caverns, but you guess it has something to do with the wrigglers in her nursery. Before you can ask, you reach the top of the ridge and get a new, wider view of the rest of this cavern. It's enormous, probably the size of a small city all over the cave floor. All over the cave floor, you see more wrigglers crawling around everywhere. Cocoons line the cave walls, and the larger stalactites... What? Cocoons line the cave walls, and the larger I don't know. The rock things up here. You can see my mouse, right? Yeah, these things. Stalactites or whatever. With some young trolls crawling out of them. Walking, flying, and crawling around among the wrigglers and young trolls are a variety of white monsters of all kinds and shapes and sizes. Lucy! In the center of the cavern, there is... You don't even know how to describe it. It looks like a huge, many-legged queen bug of some kind, with a goat-shaped skull and horns coming out of her head. Her bulbous spincer ripples as she lays a continuous stream of hundreds of eggs, from which you assume the gray wrigglers will hatch. And marching through all of this, you see several hulking bipedal creatures, just each carrying 2 buckets, either to or away from the mother grub. They look armed, and they move like regimented troops, soldiers of some kind. You are instinctively terrified of them. This is where the magic happens, and by that I mean the continuation of our species. Jadebloods, like myself, are entrusted with looking after this process, which of course is a very special job. 1. The Imperial drones carry the file pails of genetic material to the mother grub for her slurry. 2. She lays eggs that hatch new grub broods. 3. After the wrigglers emerge from their cocoons, the new trolls will go through the trials, and the ones that make it will be selected by Lucis to help care for them. 4. Together, the young trolls and their Luci will will go up to the surface together, where the trolls will grow up, or get culled, or whatever. As Bronya explains the troll reproduction to you, one of the Imperial drones veers sharply to the left, and in the process tramples over a few wrigglers and young trolls. The drone continues on, but several of the Luci cry out, crowding around their dead or injured charges. No, it's a wildebeest! No, that's not a wildebeest. That looks like a bison to me. One of them, a gigantic beast that resembles a bison, bellows and rears on its hind legs, hitting one of the other Luci with its front hoof. Fuck. Oh geez, not again. This kind of damage control is a lot of what we have to deal with. Whenever a Lucis goes rogue out of grief or confusion, there is potential for it to lash out at other Luci, the Wrigglers, or the Mother Grub herself. We Jadebloods cannot let that happen. She looks so concerned, a marked contrast to how confident she seemed before now. You offered to help her out earlier, and it seems like now's your chance. Someone has to stop that rogue Lucis, and that someone could be you? Let's do it! Fight the monster, save the day, you got this. The bison, this is gonna turn out very badly. Another prediction, this is bad. The bison Lucis looks, the bison Lucis seems to be causing quite a ruckus. Other Luci have now gotten riled up too, with some of them trying to gather wrigglers to keep them out of harm's way, and others just getting hyped to thrash. It seems like it could turn into a It seems like it could turn into a monster stampede, and they're close to the Mother Grub's big, soft, vulnerable abdomen. Not great. Fighting a monster single-handed seems like a daunting first step in a friendship, but you did tell her you could be responsible. You square your shoulders and tell Bronya that she has nothing to worry about. You're going to stop that Lucis, calm down all the other Luci, and protect the Mother Grub. All without breaking a sweat, and hopefully without breaking any more bones either. Whoa there. I was just going to suggest that I go after it while you stay here. You seem kind of weak and fragile, even apart from your injuries, I mean. I don't want you to get hurt or worse, and I'm not sure I trust anyone other than myself to take the lead on this. That wasn't quite the reaction you were hoping for. Normally, you would be all about sitting back and letting her protect you because, well, protective and responsible is such a good look on her. But desperate times call for desperate measures, and you don't know how else you're going to prove yourself worthy to be her friend. You do your best to project an air of confidence, or at least competence. You assure her that this is no sweat for you. You take down raging bison back on your home planet all the time. You're known for it, actually. Well, if you say that isn't your first if you say that isn't your first ungulate roping gallop expedition, I believe in you. I'll hang back and let you give it a shot. But if things get overwhelming there, I'm right here. 1. Caring for the Mother Grub is my responsibility as a Jadeblood. 2. I'd never abandon a friend to deal with a mess on their own. What? I'd never abandon a friend to deal with a mess on their own. If we end up being friends, that is. Oh, hell yes. Now you have a reason to hope. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. You approach the rampaging bison with caution. Do all bison have horns like that? Maybe they do. You're no bison expert, but you're pretty sure they don't all have teeth that nasty. Bison on Earth mostly eat grass, don't they? This guy doesn't look like a herbivore. At first you try to calm the Lucis down by talking to it, but your soothing words have no effect. In fact, you might have just made it even angrier by suggesting that it pause to take some deep breaths in reaction to its trampled charge. You're not even sure if it can understand human speech, come to think of it. You circle around it, wishing that you had some kind of lasso or something. Maybe you can herd it away from the mother grub. You look around and see if any of the other Luci look vaguely like Earth shepherd dogs, but no dice. You hesitate too long and the Lucis turns away, its furious eyes falling on the mother grub. Oof. It stamps its hooves, snorts air out of its nostrils, and screams in a way that sounds a lot more hellish than you imagine a normal bison capable of. It's obviously about to charge, and you can only think of one thing to do. In desperation, you leap forward and tackle it football style, doing everything you can with your flimsy human body to drag it onto its side. It half works. You plow it to the Lucis and stop it in its tracks, but it topples over onto a nest of wrigglers, taking you down with it. Oof. Wrigglers and young trolls bouncing everywhere, squealing in distress, and their Luci descend upon you in rage. Everything is in chaos for a while. You're trapped beneath the bison Lucis, which is very worrying for all of your body parts, and you think you might feel something important rupturing inside you. But hey, on the bright side, this crushing mass is protecting you from all the other pissed off Luci trying to attack you. Just as your whole breathing situation is starting to get dicey, you hear a commotion, and what sounds possibly like the trouncing of some smaller Luci that are trying to help get to you. The crowd of beasts around you scatters, and then you hear her. Oof, I'm having a hard time getting this thing off of you. And he's still very angry. He keeps trying to kick me. Where's a bronze blood when you need one? You don't know what that means, but you're very grateful that she's here to help. You try to... but you're very grateful that she's here to help. You try to communicate this, but it comes out garbled from all the blood in your mouth. Maybe don't try to speak, or move, or help. Your experience is what you experience a sinking feeling that could be related to your diminishing odds of impressing Bronya and becoming her friend, or it could be the compression of all your internal organs. Either way, it's tough to feel optimistic right now. But you hear... What? Nope, that's not what it says. But before you can give in to complete despair, you hear other voices. Your view is blocked by the mass of bison flesh on top of you. But could it be? Are these other people here to save you? Finally, I was wondering where you had all gone off to. Let's work together, girls. 1. You grab his horns. Number 1, you grab his horns and keep the head still and keep it from biting anyone. 2, the rest of you come around with me to its backside so we can push it without getting kicked. You hear some grunting and muttering, and the bison starts making noises that sound more confused and less furious. The pressure and pain in your chest briefly spike in intensity as the thing's weight shifts, and then they must succeed in dragging it off you because suddenly you can breathe again. But the crisis is not over yet. While you're still testing the use of your lungs and blinking up at the cavern ceiling, you hear a new cacophony of enraged monster noises. Uh-oh, the other Luci is still agitated. Get down there and try to help calm them down. Protect the mother grub. You try to lift yourself up to see what's going on, but putting any weight in your arms makes you feel like maybe all of your bones got turned into confetti. Painful confetti. You feel strong hands propping you up gently, and now your head is in Bronya's lap. You try to focus more on how this is a nice place for your head to be, and less on the pain. This is not good. I don't know if my Jadebloods can reach the stampede in time, and the mother grub could get injured. Not to mention all these wrigglers are in danger. Oh no. You didn't think this situation could get any worse, But now you see that several of the Imperial drones had been about to leave the cavern are turning back, drawn by all the noise and chaos. Maybe this can still be a good thing? Maybe they can instill some order? Fuck! They're going to kill everyone! She scrambles to her feet, and in the process letting her head whack down on the cave floor. Oof. Your vision swims, but you still make out the drones firing indiscriminately at the Luci, and the grubs and wrigglers, and at the Jadebloods. One laser beam skims the side of the mother grub's massive midsection, and her scream is so loud that the ceiling shakes with a few stalactites shake loose, falling on drones and Luci and wrigglers alike. It's a total catastrophe. A whole rainbow's worth of troll, wriggler, and Lucis blood is splattering in the cavern walls. Bronya seems paralyzed by the chaos, looking from her jades to the mother grub, to the imperiled wrigglers. What? Imperiled. Okay. Imperiled wrigglers. Like she was not sure she was not sure who to help first. I can't believe it. This is the worst disaster we've had down here. And it's all because I thought I could sit back and let someone else be responsible for once. If I were a less secure person, I would let this moment plant a seed of self-doubt in my mind about my ability to take care of others and do my job well. Or I could chalk it up and be really fucking stupid. What? Or I could chalk it up to you being really fucking stupid. Okay, so she's telling me that I'm stupid. You shrink under the weight of her glare. She's green in the face of how angry she is. You swallow and manage to spit out enough blood to ask a question that you already know is hopeless. Does this mean you can't be friends? Are you serious right now? I do not make friends with anyone who recklessly endangers the trolls and wrigglers under my care. Oof. You killed them all! Okay, well that was... Yeah, that's all we're gonna do today. I'm pretty sure those are both her bad ends. I told you this was... Oh! I can't believe I was right! I hate it when I'm right. Alright, well, I was right. This is bad. Hopefully the next brood doesn't go so badly. Wow, that really sucked. I'm sorry, Bronya. I'm sorry I'm such an idiot. But yeah. So, that was, the first video we're going to be doing with, volume 3. Thank you so much for watching. I plan to, like I said in one of the other videos, pump these things out like blood. But yeah, this was fun. I'm sorry, Bronya, I didn't mean to kill all of them. I can't believe I was right. I am never right. Ever. Oh, that was so weird. Okay, well, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have any other games you would like to see me play that cost under $1, I'm looking at you, Monster Prom. I'm kidding. Monster Prom's great, but it's really expensive by my standards, and I don't have money, so we're probably gonna have to wait for a while to play that game. But yeah, if you have any cheap game suggestions for me to play, go ahead and let me know. I respond very quickly to comments because I have notifications on my phone, and I'm never away from my phone, ever. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more like this, there will be a link at the end of the video to a playlist with all of my Hiveswap videos. I said videos 3 times in almost the same sentence. That's okay. Yeah. So next time we're probably going to be doing Scala. yeah. Alright, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!